stack some cash, we gon' stack some cash, we gon' pump our bags with that real DeFi money. Get some change, you can make some gains. We don't play no games.
Yellow crypto world, it's your boy Muddy Mo, aka Mr. B. Ooh, that was bad. I scream my voice out. It don't matter though, it's still Muddy Mo in the mornings. Got that up, stack that up. Ooh. You know, one of my cousins, he's doing a phenomenal job in their state tournament in basketball. Your basketball coach. I scream my voice out. You know what I'm saying? Like, I scream my voice out, so it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? They still moving on. And you know what was crazy? It's like the last game, they were so excited. They rushed the court. You know what I'm saying? This game, they was like, yeah, we expect it. It just is what it is. So shout out to them, man. Shout out to my voice. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I can't even do my... Oh, that was, I can't do that to y'all. I can't do that to y'all. I'm sorry. Today we essentially are going to talk about Stack Cash. I know that the H-Board NTT is still available. We'll walk through that in just a moment, but y'all make sure y'all check out the H-Board NTT. We got people coming on board. Once it's full, it's full. When it's gone, it's gone. I'm just saying. Y'all ever wait in line for some J's? Some of y'all wait in line for sneakers. Some of y'all wait in line for concert tickets. You know, I want to see Bon Jovi. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what it's like. You know, so come on, H-Board NTT. Come on board now. You know, we're going to also talk about liquidity coming. Oh, also, there's a part 2 coming on all about Stack Cash. It'll be up here shortly, but it's currently available. Go check that out. Also, y'all go check out the Stack Cash YouTube. I'm gonna show y'all how to get there. But this is Stack Some Cash. We gonna stack some cash. I told y'all right now we're in phase 1. We're still in the seed phase. So go ahead and participate right now. People gonna miss out. But H-Boy NTTs, this is a once in a lifetime type opportunity. Seriously. Also, we got our light paper here, and you know these all about Stack Cashes are essentially videos, but we're gonna also get the white paper up soon, so y'all look out for that. Come on to the Stack Cash link tree and y'all be able to check all this good stuff out. This is what's hot right now. I'm kind of hot right now. It's hot, you know, hot off the presses, so y'all come on and get it. All right, we're gonna talk back about H-Board entities at the end. Oh, we're gonna also talk about NTTs. Shout out to All About Stack Cash part 2. That's what that's talking about essentially, is governance and NTT. So it's kind of fire. Some of y'all like, man, what are these DAO things? It all goes together. It's like a whale. Y'all have seen some hair braided real good? You know what I'm saying? Like their hands be moving so fast. Like, hey, you know what I'm saying? Like that's what it is. It all just ties in perfectly. All right, so y'all, today the market is up big time. Woo, woo. Now all that mess happened with the banks and all the bank runs and all these teams. Y'all know what's going on. But the market's bouncing back, and you see Bitcoin up 15%, up to $23,407. We got Ethereum up to $1,643, up 13%. We also have our stables USDT, USDC, and BUSD. BUSD keep moving down. People are not comfortable right now with BUSD, even though it's overpegged right now. It's still, you know, CZ and Binance and them are moving a lot of funds around. They moving it, they moving this, moving that. But y'all know y'all gotta check it in the savings. You gotta check it in the savings. CZ with Binance is you gotta check it in the savings. He just moving it around. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to him. But everything's pretty much up. Look at Cardano up to 34 cents, up 14% on the day. Wow. Solana up to $20.34, up 14% on the day. You got Polkadot at $5.96, up 11% on the day. Dang, look at Tron. Everything's kind of rebounding. And some people are like, oh, man, it's all way up, way up, way up. Yeah, it's good to have a green day, but when you have, you know, banks kind of getting bailed out, you know what I'm saying? Like it changes the game. Oh, even over here in crypto. So, you know, people in the market goes accordingly. Optimism up 30% on the day, up to $2.43. Avalanche, the blockchain, is up to $16.29, up 14% on the day. All right, real quick. One thing I want y'all to look at is what's really important is the volume. You know, you got to know what you're looking at when you're looking at these market caps and these coins. If you're looking here, you know, one example I like to make is Hex. To me, you know, projects like Hex, you know, it can go up in price. And I think noobs, especially new people who are new to crypto and you're new to DeFi, all this stuff, right? I talk DeFi smart contracts. Stack Cash is a smart contract, right? We have tokens, but we use those tokens to make more tokens. And Hex in a way is like that, but you gotta pay attention to something. You know, the price here is almost 8 cents, which is, it's a price jump, right? Everything's kind of went up. But if you look at what's right above it, Cardano, they got the market cap very similar, 11 billion, right? But a big issue is right here, the volume is less than $1 million in volume in Hex, and the liquidity in, I think, the Hex USDC today is at $7 million, which all these tokens above it and around it has a lot more than $7 million in liquidity. So you just have to make sure you understand it. The price can go up just by adding some liquidity, and how often that happens. Contract and tokens need to be transparent about how liquidity is added. That's important. But it is what it is. Everything's up, everything green. Ain't nothing to be sad about. Everything good. Ooh, BNB is up to $307 today. Though it's up 12%. Yes, sir. Y'all know we on Binance Smart Chain over with Stack. Some cash. We gonna stack that up. Ooh, my voice coming back. See, I say stack, and my voice come back. Oh, I say stack, and my voice come back. All right, we're not gonna look at charts today, but we will look at liquidities. Also, we're gonna talk about NTTs on Stack Cash. I know I ain't forgot. That's the main subject of today. NTTs on Stack Cash. All right. So here we got liquidities. See, now these are just the tokens that I've started following, and these are mostly DeFi projects, right? Tokens associated with DeFi projects. So we'll look at the transactions and we'll look at volume. All these things matter here, right? So when you're looking at projects, you have to look at what makes them good projects, right? A lot of good projects have a lot of transactions, mean volume every day. And the big key to any project, it doesn't really matter what it is. It always comes down to liquidity. How much money's there? So, as you see here, I got Cake is at the top with $218 million in liquidity. That's a lot of liquidity. That's a lot of liquidity, but y'all know Cake token is what it is. Stack Cash uses over collateralization, and Elephant Money is the only project that uses over collateralization. But this is kind of a reason why Stack Cash is using it the way we're using it, which is, it's a lot different than Elephant Money. But in some ways, this liquidity here is very important. Now, will that liquidity stay around? I'm not sure about Elephant Money, but with Stack Cash, that's what we're shooting for. So if you look at the high liquidity projects, Stack Cash is made a mixture of all this stuff for real. But, we definitely look at all these high top. If you're really over $1 million in liquidity, we look at you as something, that's at least staying viable in the space. So that's important, right? But yeah, so Elephant has a lot of money locked up in there. I don't know if people are making a lot of money though. But it's there though. Grizzly is at $10 million. Now, this is what I was kind of saying about Hex. Hex to be the number 7 overall token in the world, or 8 or whatnot. It has less liquidity than those other projects. It's 7 million. It's not good. It's not great. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think that's concerning. And the fully diluted value you see is 44 billion. Like, this doesn't add up. And this is his main liquidity pool for Hex. So, just things to look at for yourself. People say, oh, the price long term, I'm gonna have more. Yeah, you're gonna have how much liquidity is here. And that's the whole space. If we see what happened on the stable coins, if that thing starts to dump and the price starts to drop, we'll talk about that. Trunk, 6 million. You got B Swap, an entire swap has 5.3 million. Then you just go down the list, you see Imp, Pigs, Drip, Safu at you got 1.7 million. ARC-5, one of the ones I like right now, 1.6. So all of the contracts in the DeFi space are, dApps that really stay around. People confuse like the scammy dApp. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why Stack Cash is here, so we can kind of diffuse the scammy, projects, the scammy influencers, and the scammy devs have to go. But the main thing is going back is to essentially have liquidity in your project. Now, another thing to look at real quick before we move on is transactions. Now, transactions tell you the true users or the unique users each day to a project, and that really tells you about the viability of it or the project's marketing acumen or the crowd that they have behind it. So you see Cake has about 4,400 people in the world buy and sell Cake. You know what I'm saying? Like today, that's crazy. But again, now, we talked about Stack Cash earlier. This is something that Stack Cash fixes, is transactions. Elephant Money only has less than 60 transactions in a day on that token. Grizzly, 300. You see what I'm saying? Hex only had 500 buys and sales yesterday. That's not a lot for 44 billion in market cap. So don't believe that market cap number. That market cap number can get you hurt. Make sure you're looking at liquidity. Last but not least, we're gonna look at a couple more. See, Farm Pigs and Drip, about 300 to 400 people. So they got a decent little crowd. Imp has a decent little crowd. So these smart contracts, look at ArcFi though. And this just tells you what's popping right now. I've been giving y'all tips. Oh, definitely a money mo. Bing, I can't do the bings good today before he's gone. But listen, don't hate on that. You know what I'm saying? Y'all ain't getting this nowhere. But yeah, so we'll move on. But that just shows you a lot about, what you can see through these DeFi contracts, more than just on the surface level what you're told. Stack some cash. New DeFi, smart contract, protocol coming out, Binance Smart Chain. Shortly, we're in phase 1 right now. It's opening. It's early. You can be a part of it. We want everybody to be a part of it. Projects, individuals, all that. This is what's needed for DeFi, and it should. Hopefully, we want to boost the protocol, of course, but we also want to boost the space. So once you come on to Stack Cash, you have an option to get connected to a protocol NTT, and that basically gets you extra rewards. If you want to keep it simple, it gets you extra rewards. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them. So we'll go more into depth about that as we go forward, but NTTs basically get you extra rewards. And if y'all notice, a lot of projects sell a token early, cheaper tokens, and that's our Stack token. We don't do that with Stack. Stack is like Timberlands or the Oreo cookie. It's never going on sale. You know what I'm saying? Like never. You know what I'm saying? It's like real designer stuff. It never goes on sale. So that's what Stack is. So, but the NTTs allows users to basically come on and get some extra gains, which is not typical, So now there's 4 primary types of NTTs, and some of these are permanent. So once you get them, they're permanent. Some of them are limited time. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not an NFT. It's not tradable. So it's not, I could trade this next. It's not like that. It's going to get you ecosystem gains. So you're going to earn off the protocol. And then some other ones are just auto triggered. So essentially, once you hit a certain threshold, especially with the team building side, it automatically triggers you into an NTT. Ooh, stack that up. Let's go, Stack Nation. Let's go. Y'all have never seen this before. This is a first mover in DeFi. Definitely a money mo. Bing. Ooh, my bings is messed up today. It's all good. But right now, the HBOT NTT is the only one that is available. So yeah, again, y'all go check out All About Stack Cash Part 2. It's got all this in there in details. Y'all know I'm gonna give you a little skinny. I'm gonna give y'all the clip notes. Y'all ain't study. Y'all got a quiz today. I got you. You know what I'm saying? Money got the little cheat sheet written real small letters. Y'all just do that. Then you have the little cheat sheet with the small letters. Try to write as small as you can. Y'all be cheating. I'm just playing. All right, so Stack Cash. Let's talk NTTs. 4 types of NTTs. We got the HBOT NTT, the board NTT, the committee NTT, and the team leader NTT. Team leader is automatically triggered. So if you get 10 team partners, you have a team treasury. There you go. You got it. Congratulations. You'll be earning rewards on your own team treasury. Definitely a money mo. I ain't gonna do it right now because y'all know what I was about to say. I just wanted y'all to see it. Ooh, I got you. Now just playing. Next, we have the committee NTT, which is $1,000. And he gives you rewards from the committee treasury. Also, it gives you second level voting power, such and such. Board NTT. This is for a limited time only. You can only purchase the board NTT in phase 2, between phase 2 and phase 3, which is the Stack launch. After that, board NTTs will not be available. And last but not least, probably the most special NTT we have is the HBoard NTT. It gives you the best of all worlds. If you come in early, which is right now, we got the information in the description, or you can come to the link tree. If you come in and purchase an HBoard NTT at a minimum of 10K USDC, you will receive up to 250% of your deposit after launch. And you also get voting power and a lot of other things. And the most important thing is you will be a part of the board treasury permanently. The HBoard NTT after the launch is going to be only triggerable. And you got to get the average amount of stack tokens and all that stuff, and you got to stay there and all that stuff. So it's just easier getting earlier and just make sure you get yours permanent. It is what it is. I got to touch this a little bit. Ooh, NTT holder rewards. You get rewards for this. And we just showed it. Go check that video out. But this just shows the rewards you get. But right now, HBoard NTT is what you need to focus on because that's limited time. And then when it's gone, it's gone. So make sure y'all check us out on that. Let me come on back to this thing right here. Stack some cash. We gonna stack some cash. We gonna hey. Y'all make sure y'all come check out the Stack Cash link tree and have everything up here, including our socials. We're getting more active on socials. Come join us. Last but not least is the Muddy Mo link tree. Got Stack Cash and some other things on here. Make sure you come check me out on the social medias at the top. And right here's the Telegram with the good old folks at the Muddy Crypto Movement. The Stagnation, Muddy Crypto Movement. Y'all come on, check us out. You hear? This has been Muddy Mo in the mornings. How y'all feeling? I hope it's still morning for y'all. It's all good though. Y'all want to hear more? Stay tuned. Bing. That was terrible.
Stack some cash, we gon' stack some cash, we gon' pump our bags with that real DeFi money. Get some change, you can make some gains. We don't play no games, our team